What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I am super pumped to be able to show you the brand new Lews HyperMag. This is the updated version for 2023, and I gotta say, it's pretty darn sweet. So in this video, I'm going to give you kind of my first impressions of this new reel, but we're also gonna compare it to the brand new Lews Pro TI. I say brand new, the Pro TI actually came out earlier in the year, so we're gonna compare that one to the HyperMag. They're kind of similar in price, about a $50 difference. They're similar in nature in terms of what you can do with the reels or kind of what they're meant to do. So we're gonna break them down. I'll talk about some similarities, but also some differences between this and the Lews Pro TI that you see here. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first, let me just show you kind of the packaging that the reel comes in. It's a pretty sweet box. I'm not sure if you keep your boxes or collect them, but I do. I store all mine or keep all mine. So it comes in a pretty sweet box. The packaging on the inside is definitely a premier packaging, if you will. So the reel sits in there very nicely, very nice box. It's presented really well. And then once you get it out and you begin to look at it, and the features in this reel are just really, really slick. Now, the number one thing, I'm just gonna start with the reason why I love the HyperMag so much is because it comes in at 5.2 ounces. It's an incredibly light reel, and so where I plan on using this is for those lures that when the fish are biting them, especially moving lures, you don't put them down really all day. So it's gonna be the chatterbait, it's gonna be a swim jig, an underspin, a spinner bait, things that are moving lures, again, that you're not really gonna put down very much. That's what I'm gonna reach for the HyperMag, and where I'm going to probably add this to many of my techniques. This is just actually just the TFO option rod. This is a new rod from TFO. I just kind of grabbed this to put the reel on it. Not necessarily that I'm pairing these together, but this particular reel does come with the JDM style, the smaller handles. It does come with kind of the accents on the star drag. That's really nice. You do have your speed dial here that kind of measures, let me turn the star so you can see the star drag so you can see it, but it measures your line diameter. So you turn that just so you can keep track of your line diameter, kind of a nice feature. It also does come with the hook keeper that you can basically flip up. And if you want, you can put your hook right here. It also flips back into the reel. I don't use mine very much because I always just use the hook keeper on the rod, but it's got a hook keeper built in. And then what's kind of new on this version is the drag. So you'll see the drag that's built in. The previous HyperMag had it on the outside. This one has on the inside. Now this is a magnesium frame with carbon side plates. That's what makes this so dang light at 5.2 ounces is because of the magnesium. So it's super light. I really like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I really do love this reel. And it does have the, if you're used to Lews and some of the reels, it does have the internal braking system. Let me just pull this side plate off. So to get it off, I'll show you, you basically just kind of pull down on this tab right here, and then the side plate slides off. Let me just get my my nails in the right positioning. So then it just kind of slides off like so, and exposes your brakes there on the inside. Now what you'll notice on the inside here with the brakes, if you can see there, if the camera's focusing, there's actually 6 adjustable brakes there. So a lot of different ways you can play with the braking on this reel. I actually personally don't ever really mess with the internal brakes very much. I just set my external brakes, and I've always had great success there. And then to put it back on, you're just gonna slide the plate back on and then just lock it back into place there. So easy on and off with the side plate. All right, so how does it compare to the Pro TI? All right, well, first of all, you'll notice these are not the standard handles. These are Gomexus upgrades. This is a carbon fiber Gomexus handle. It does turn like a fluorescent purple when the sun hits it. Kind of a cool effect. The Pro TI normally comes with the same type of JDM style handle as the HyperMag, which is this one here. So you can see where I've taken it off, but it's also a carbon fiber handle with the purple accents. These are black. I'll probably leave these on the HyperMag, but for the Pro TI, I have upgraded the handles So just want to call out that difference. You'll see the size difference. Actually, let me probably turn them this way. The Pro TI is slightly bigger, and this portion right here on the reel, kind of the face, is a little more elongated. I don't know if y'all can tell the difference there than the HyperMag is. So if you look, sorry, I'm trying to do this without dropping these. If you look right here, this kind of front facing of the reel comes even with the line guide, whereas on the Pro TI, it is extended a little bit more. And on the Elite TI, they're both extended a little bit more. Outside of that, they're very, very, very similar in terms of the size, the dimensions of the reels. Again, the Pro TI does weigh 6.2 ounces. The HyperMag is a whole ounce lighter at 5.2. So for me, the HyperMag has always been that reel that I'm gonna pick up and I'm gonna throw all day long. And the greatness of it is you don't have any of the fatigue. I do normally pair it with a TFO rod, as I mentioned earlier. So whether it's this, that particular rod, or this one here is the Resolve Bass rod. The rods also weigh between 5 and 6 ounces. So my entire setup that I'm usually holding and fishing with is less than 10 ounces. Super light, super efficient, allows you to fish all day. Now, obviously the Pro TI has kind of this shinier finish. The HyperMag has more of a silver matte finish. So kind of up to you on kind of what finishes you like there. The brakes on the outside, as you can see, are very similar. The HyperMag has a little bit more exposed brakes versus the settings on the Pro TI are a little bit more embedded. So the HyperMag, as I mentioned, they're a little bit more exposed. Other than that, they're very, very, very similar. Both have the speed dial. Both have the hook keeper in the front. They're both very similar. Both are 20-pound drag. So, you know, they're extremely similar reels. Just the obviously what they're made of, the weight, and the appearance of them is slightly different. Really, first impressions, this reel is extremely palmable. I'll turn this way so you can kind of see how my hand sits on the reel. I've got 2 fingers above the trigger kind of on the rod, but you can see how it fits in my hand. I don't have necessarily overly large hands per se, not small either, so I guess you could just get kind of like regular hands, but it's very palmable, fits in your hand nicely, super lightweight, very ergodynamic. I love this, love the handles. It has taken me a little bit to get used to the wind grip in this JDM style. I've normally liked the previous wind grip handles on the HyperMag, but I do like these a lot, so I've gotten used to them on the Elite TI that I have over there. But of course, on the Go Mexis handles, I really like these too. These have done well for me, of course, when I'm throwing like an underspin or something like that. But anyways, that's at least my first impressions of the HyperMag, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to give another update on this reel as I get it on the water, but I have no doubt it's going to perform well. From the Pro TI or the Elite TI, I've got a couple of them. They all do extremely well. The new look, I really like a lot. Lews has done a fantastic job on the design of these, whether it be the HyperMag or the Pro TI, or heck, I'll grab the Elite TI too. So there's the Elite TI, also with those kind of wind grips, JDM style. This one has the gold accents. So that one has gold accents. The Pro TI has the purple accents. And now the HyperMag obviously is more of a silver and black style. So all super slick, all really nice. But the HyperMag is pretty darn sweet. I've been waiting for this one all year. Super pumped they've got it out. Yes, these are higher end reels. If you're like me, you like some of the nicer reels, I'm in love with these. I think you will be as well. But if you got any questions, drop them below. Happy to answer them, and I'll be showing these off even more in the future. The last thing I'll add is these do come in a 7.5 to 1 ratio or an 8.3 to 1. So I actually picked up one of each. So I'll kind of come back and let you know. I'm probably gonna use a 7.5 to 1 for spinner bait and maybe chatterbait, and the 8.3 to 1 for like my swim baits, swim jigs, underspins, things like that. So that's how I plan on using them. Stay tuned though, I'm gonna be fishing with these a lot I'll give you more updates along the way. Let me know if you got any questions. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If nobody's told you today, God loves you and so do I. Peace out.